Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another hangout. This will be a short hangout. I'm not feeling well. COVID has been doing the rounds around the house, and it's finally caught me. My son brought it home from school over a week ago, and then my wife got it this week. And it's about time it caught up with me. I've been avoiding it. I've managed to avoid it for over 3 years. So, if you hear me clearing my throat or whatever, please ignore me. It's going to be short because I'm not feeling good. I'm running a temperature around about 100 degrees right now. So I'll be on for a short while, maybe an hour or an hour and a half, and that's about it. We have some guys already hanging out in the back. So if anyone wants to come in, let me get the link. Sorry, I forgot to get the link and then share it out to everybody. So if anybody wants to come in and join, you are welcome to do so. There is a link if you want to join. Most of you have been on here before at some point or hung out with me lots of times. So let's see who's in there. Jerry's first in, but Jerry's also in the back, so we'll talk with Jerry in a while. He's raiding my fridge right now. Hey, non-fam, how's life? Sergio, how's life doing? Vince, how's it going? Let's see who else. That's all that's in there for now. 7 people. Okay, so remember the link is there. I just posted it. If you want to come join, you're more than welcome to do so. We'll only run for about an hour and a half today because my health is not really up to speed today, and I'm feeling achy and everything because of the COVID. But I decided, since I said on Saturday I wanted to do a hangout with you guys, so I'm sticking to my word, and it'll be short, but I'll do it. So let's see who's in the background. Hey, Jerry.
Taco Tuesday.
What's going on, Jerry? Put that back on. Put that back on. There you go. That's better. That's better.
That's rough on the inside. I want to scratch my bald head. What's going on, Twitch and YouTube? Hello. I'm very sorry you're sick today. I hope you get better, my friend. And yeah. Where's Matt? Is Matt here?
Well, I feel sick. Matt just looks sick. Hey, Matt.
Give away, and there he is.
If anything happens to you, I get all your printers, right?
My only worry about, like as I said, I'm sick. It started off as just a cough or upper respiratory thing, but now it's getting the chills and fever started this afternoon. And I already planned to do this, so I don't want to disappoint and do the hangout. But yeah, I'm running a temperature of just slightly under. Actually, let's check, see what it is right now. So I'll prove to you I'm not lying.
Hello, non-fam. Hello, 3D Medic Vince.
Hey, Tech Dad.
Hello, Chris. Mink.
There's my temperature right now, 99.8.
Chris Mink just resubscribed on Twitch.
Hey, Chris.
Sergio, hello.
So yeah, I won't be on very long, but I decided to come in. But if you want to come in and join, guys, the link is there. If you don't see it, let me know. I can repost it for you. But everyone's welcome for the next hour and a half that will be here. I'm not going to do a 3-hour session. I'm not up to it tonight. And all you'll be hearing me is coughing and hawking in your ear anyway, so you don't want to hear that. So what's everyone's working on, guys?
Well, for the AMS, I printed this in red, white, and blue, but I haven't installed it yet.
Have you turned French?
No, this is American, red, white, and blue. But I had a lot of people on the Bamboo channel talk about the French flag. Well, I think it's this way or this way, right? But anyway,
the red's on top, I believe, right?
Red, white, blue.
Yeah, red, white, blue.
See, this way it would mount, so it'd be red, white, blue from left to right. Because in America, that's how I would read the colors: red, white, blue. And it's so you can put different size spools in. Not everything will work, but this is an adapter, so you can use more variety.
So that's the mod where you take out the guts of the AMS, put that in, and then rebuild the AMS parts inside that, right?
Yeah. You take out the guts for the AMS, you put them up here in the front, you hook up all the electronics in the bottom, you take out 2 screws in the back, and the old unit lifts out, and you set this one in, and then put 2 screws in, it secures it. So,
what's that yellow printer he's referring to? Dad's referring to.
That's the Tycoon Max that I'm selling. At one time, I wanted for it, and now I've dropped the price down to $120. It has a layer shift problem at a certain height. I haven't worked on it to try to figure out what it is. What I should do is tear it apart, spend a couple days trying to figure out what's causing the problem, run test prints, and then sell it for more.
Take the Z screws off, flip them upside down, and reinstall them, and see if it makes a difference.
Yeah, okay. I haven't tried that.
And then if it's at a certain height, see if it happens. If you mark where it'll happen roughly, then flip them over and try it to see if it works. And if it does, then you know that it's something to do with the Z screws, and you can buy 2 Z screws for.
I'll have to do a test
$50.
cylinder, see if it rehappens that. I haven't used the printer in like a year.
Yeah.
And then I could flip them over and see what happened lower. But one guy actually on Facebook Marketplace, he said he wanted to know if I would take $8 less than I'm asking. And I said, no, I've already dropped the price twice. I want $120 for it. I'm not coming down $8 more.
Is he a kid?
Huh?
Is it a kid?
It must have been. I mean, come on, really?
Yeah, well, $8.
You want me to come down $8 more than what I'm asking? He's whatever.
Well, I'm thinking that it may have been a kid who's only saved up so much because you want to buy a printer, and that's maybe all he has, right?
Yeah, if you got 112, you got 120. How are you going to buy filament?
I don't know. I remember being a teenager trying to buy stuff, and that last few dollars is agonizing to get there so you can get what you want, right?
Yeah.
So we've all been there, especially if you're a teen, like a young teen or a college student, and you're struggling to afford stuff, which a lot of college students do, not all, but a lot do.
95% of. Hey, Vincent. Hello. How are you doing?
Hey, Chris. How are you?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
How's life, Mr. Travis? Excuse me if I'm clearing my throat. I'm sick, so.
Yeah.
Apart from being sick in the head, I'm just sick.
He's
right?
pretending.
I have a fever. I'm 99.8 degrees fever is what I have right now. 99.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So.
Oh, it doesn't look like it.
No, I feel it though. My whole center core feels cold, like I'm like chills, which means I'm fighting something.
We don't see any vapor coming off here.
That's how it started with me, and then I had a stomach flu. Then I went to bed. 10 days later, I was in the hospital. So.
Well, I'm hoping that. That will be
exactly that.
Well, no, COVID has been going around my house. My son got COVID 2 weeks ago. He came home on a Friday, not last Friday, but the Friday before, and he came home feeling sick, with a fever, and then we tested him, and he went straight. Like, I mean, as soon as the test reached the test line, it went bing, glowed bright red. So, and then my wife has been feeling like this week has been coughing and so on. Most of throughout the latter half of last weekend, this week, and she tested, and for the first few days she was testing negative. Like I tested negative this morning.
Yeah, it can happen. Look at my son. He had COVID once, and his mom had it a couple of times. His sister, and he's over there. He's at school, and
yeah, but it could be just one variant that you're not ready to fight is what gets you.
Yeah.
When we had to wear masks, I did.
That's
when
weird.
We didn't have to, I didn't. But I keep it in the truck, and whenever I go in Walmart and come out, I got a little thing of scented hand sanitizer, which smells good. That I clean my hands when I get in my truck, and So
I have a thing of it as well in the.
When I get home, I wash my hands. Just better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I have one of those. I have the gel in the car, so or the truck. Every time we get into it, like if we've been out somewhere, we come back in and we clean our hands immediately with the antibiotic, the antiseptic. So, but
what's going on with me? I sold one of my printers, and the 5 is gone.
Did the guy try to Jew you down $8?
The 5 or the 5 Pro?
No. I had a good price for it, so no complaints there.
So was it the 5 or the 5 Plus?
The 5 Plus.
You sold it. You just got it working.
That thing is a hassle. I had filament problems. The runout sensor wasn't working correctly. Then I had issues with the BL Touch that was going haywire, and then I had what was the other one?
I've had none of those. My Ender 5 has been a rock.
There goes your mic, Matt. As soon as you move, Matt, your mic started crackling.
Yeah. Bite your tongue, Vincent. See, even Chris agrees, right?
I can tell you this, never reality again.
No, I love my Ender 5 Plus. I really. Yeah, no. See, even Tech Dad says he's 5 Plus.
Maybe I had a bad batch. I don't know. Same with my Ender 3.
Wait now, Vincent. Don't blame the machine. Blame the user. The problems between the keyboard and the chair, right?
Listen. my first Ender 3 Pro bent bad. Really? My second Ender broken board and a bent bad. My third Ender Pro a bent bad and some issues with the extruder. My Ender 5 Plus Nothing issues. The first part was user error. You helped me out with that.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we
by
fixed
the way.
that. Yeah, it was pretty fine.
Yeah, that was pretty good and pretty easy to fix. But then I started to get issues, thermal runaways, issues with the BL Touch that was going haywire. Then another couple of issues, and then I'm done. I'm done with fiddling around.
Well,
It takes too much
I
time.
know I put in the ABL the non-touch ABL from TH3D on it. It was an easy enough install, and it's been and you run it with Clipper, no issues whatsoever. I mean,
Yeah.
and even before I put Clipper on it, and I had the original board on it, it just printed. Now my BL Touch didn't give me problems because that ribbon is very, very delicate, and that's why I switched it out to this, which is a lot more robust,
Yeah.
and the cable is a heavier cable, and I
Yeah.
haven't had an issue ever since that moment.
So yeah, the guy that bought it
I
from
agree,
me, I told him exactly what the errors were, and he told me, yeah, I don't mind for the price. I'm gonna do another board in there, and I'm gonna do direct drive and all that kind of stuff in it. I'm gonna completely rebuild it for the price, no problem. Here's your money, goodbye.
See,
So I said, okay.
everybody here is saying their Ender 5 Plus is fantastic. It's definitely a user problem.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Sergio mailed me a box that's supposed to come Friday, but as soon as he shipped it, UPS said it's coming Monday, 3 days later. And then the next day they sent me another one saying, no, it's coming Friday. And then the couple hours after that, they said, no, it's coming Thursday. They can't make up their mind. But now it's supposed to be here in 2 days.
Well, see, there's been a lot of weather along the center. So going from Sergio down to you, there's been some really bad winter weather, and there's more coming. Like we are expecting more weather next week.
Well, I hope all this snow melts, goes to Lake Mead. I hope California takes all this snow and trucks it to their lakes and fills everything up. Because there's been enough snow and rain in California. I think it should fix all their problems if they could get it back in the lakes.
In Northern California, they've had 16 feet of snow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, 16 feet of snow equates to about 16 inches of rain is all. For every foot of snow, it's about 1 inch of rain. That's what it equates to, right? So
I don't know. You say right.
It is. That's what it roughly equates to. So 16 feet of snow, even though people are buried in their houses and they're getting the National Guard are airdropping food because people can't get in or out because they're up in the higher land, and they're really buried. Like one of the girls that I work with, she's in sales, and they're airdropping food to her home because she can't get out of her house because she's got 16 feet of snow outside her door. When she opens her door, and she's in a raised house, when she opens her door, she's got 2 inches above her door, the top of her door, that you can see out daylight out, because all of that is buried in snow.
That's crazy.
I'm planning to be in Murph this year. I'm going to drive down. I'm only going to be there for the Saturday, but I am planning to drive down.
No, Chris, I have my Ender 3 Pro. It's running for 4.5 years. I had to do some tinkering, but it's running. But I want to upscale a little bit and some better quality stuff. No, don't get me wrong. I've learned a lot of things about tinkering with the printers and everything. I think if I bought a very expensive one, I will never learn how to repair something. So I see the good side of it also.
That's a lot. So some of you have been on my Sunday streams. So this is how my build of my Ori is coming along.
That's an alien butt probe. It's got a light on the end.
Wow.
No, it's a cake mixer.
So it's all wood. And then you hold down these gears into place because there's a part of it to go over that yet. But if you turn...
See? You pour the flour and the milk and eggs in there, and then you mix it. It's a mixer.
Nice. Isn't that cool?
Very nice.
Yeah.
So when it's finished, there'll be planets and so on hanging off the sides of this all the way up. And you turn the handle and the planets will move around and the sun will sit on top. I disconnected the light because I've been moving the cable around a bit. As I put on the layers, I can just reconnect it underneath when I'm ready because it's just 2 cables here underneath.
So which way is your planet?
Sorry?
Which way is your planet?
My planet?
Yeah. You're not from this Earth. You're not from this planet. Yeah, we found out. He like.
Excuse me.
Has anybody in chat ever had a cheese curd? And if so, what do they taste like? I've seen them in videos, and people back east, I guess, love them. I've never tried them. There's a website, there's an advertisement on Facebook from a company in Wisconsin selling them. So if anybody's had them, let me know what they taste like. Go ahead, Matt. Sorry I interrupted you.
Curds, that taste okay. I find them a little bit snotty, but
gooey?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I wouldn't like that kind of stuff.
Do they fry them? Is it like it's cold cheese? It comes on ice, but what does it taste like? Give me something else I've had that it probably tastes like.
I would say a mixture between cheese and yogurt.
Yeah. Chris would know. He's a Wisconsin boy. He'd know all about them.
Yes, Chris, I'm thinking about getting a Prusa.
Yeah, cheese curds.
Okay, why would you invest the money?
Get a Sobel SV06 and be happy and spend a third of the money.
The SV06 is not perfect, but it's not. But it's a faster printer than the Prusa is.
And then they came out with one with a bigger build volume. But yes. I don't have one, but from everything I've read and heard, they're awesome. And
I'll
then
take a look.
Download stuff off printables, and you'll be happy.
Zachary,
hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
How's life, man?
Busy.
Well, that's good. Man. Keep you out of trouble. Well, maybe.
He's always in trouble.
Hey, Bill Dover, how are you?
Yeah, I had a busy weekend.
That's how I feel about it. Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna make me cough. Sorry.
So, I think this weekend, around the time Jerry's stream is going to be going on, I'm going to be heading towards Wallops Island to watch the Electron shoot off.
There's a launch tomorrow.
There's one Saturday.
Yeah, well, not from Wallops. There's a launch tomorrow from Kennedy.
What's the Electron? Is that the one where it spins and they throw it?
No, it's. I mean, it's a rocket. It's a New Zealand design rocket.
Yeah.
But it's the one I went and saw last month or the month before. And
tomorrow's one is a mostly 3D printed rocket.
Oh, is it one of those where it's like the Miller welding machine on a rotary table?
Yep.
Yeah, those are cool.
Actually, and that's most of the parts of the 3D printed, and they'll be launching that tomorrow out of Kennedy.
Do you know what time?
Let me check.
Can you see that live or something?
You can watch it live. If it's out of Kennedy, everything is live.
Yeah, on Twitch you can watch it too on NASA channel.
Yeah, the cool thing about launches from Wallops is like I can go to we've got a national monument that used to be a military fort in the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay. You can go out there and stand on the beach and you can see them launch.
Can you hear it from the beach, or you can't hear it?
No, you can't. You can't hear it as far out as I am. You see it just, seconds after it leaves the ground.
You take binoculars with you, right?
Do what?
You take binoculars, right?
No, it would be cool to have binoculars, but they're completely unnecessary. You could watch it from where I was. You could see it seconds after it lifted off, and I could see it way, way, way after it launched.
So the launch window tomorrow for the Terrain 1, it's called. This is the 3D printed rocket. It's called the Terrain 1. Relativity Space is the company. And it'll be launching between 1 and 4 p.m. EST. So the launch window is between 1 and 4.
Yeah, so that's like end of my day. I'll be watching out for that for sure.
Yeah. So, and that's out of Kennedy, though. That's not out of Vandenberg.
The Electron is launching between 6 and 8 p.m. Saturday evening Eastern.
Oh, well, I watch them all. I watch them on the TV here in the office.
So I'm actually going to drive up there for this one. I think
bring a camera and do long exposures.
I don't have a decent camera.
Do you have a DSLR?
We might have like an early 2000s Nikon here somewhere.
That would work. Just do long exposure. So like,
the main thing I've never been within sound range of one. They're gonna have the viewing center closed, but There's a bunch of places you can go and watch it. Let's see here.
But if you know what way it's going out over the ocean, if you see the arc, if you do a long exposure, you will get the trail of it going across the sky.
Right. Okay, so oh yeah, dude, if we could get out on the Assateague, that'd be great. Yeah, it's a shame they're gonna have the viewing area closed. Let me share a map.
Oh, I'm sorry. So let me check here. Where am I? I lost my screen. Oh, there it is.
I'm
sorry, Zolan. I didn't see you. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean Zach.
Hey, Zolan.
Hey.
So first off, I'm gonna show. Here's Wallops Island. Here's Launchpad.
Yeah. So you want to go either north of it or go south of it, so it goes across your path.
So this is where I live. So
get out into the islands.
Less than a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, if you get out into the islands.
Yeah, there. I was reading that like Assateague Beach right here is a really good spot.
How far is that from the launch?
5
miles.
So this is 2,000. Hold on, wait. I
measure
this. Yeah. Measure distance.
Click on A. Click on B.
8.5 miles.
How much?
8.5.
At 8 miles, you may struggle a little bit to hear it because the air density actually kills off the sound over distance. So, my guess is within 5 you'll hear it, or within 3 you'll definitely hear it. You'll feel it. Within 5 you'll hear it, and maybe even feel a little bit. Within 6 or 7, it's going to start diminishing. So you may hear it, but it'll be weak.
Now I wonder what's down this road. If I could get out right there.
You want to be north or south of it to get the path of it as it leaves.
You're telling me you don't know anybody with a pontoon boat?
I couldn't get out there if I could. And this is the no. This is the Atlantic Ocean.
And?
Yeah, you don't put it in a pontoon boat in the Atlantic.
Yeah, it's a death
wish. Take a tire ring.
I've done it.
Yeah, well, you got lucky on a flat day.
Do you see the name of this place?
No. What's the name?
Assawoman. ASSAWOMAN.
Wow.
That's an Indian name, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. Because the name of the islands are Assateague and Chincoteague.
Yeah.
To Assateague Beach.
I worked on a job site one time with a superintendent on his hard hat. It said Dumas, but if you read it wrong, it said dumbass.
Well, it's actually Dumas. It's pronounced. It's French.
Yep.
Because it's like the guy who wrote the Count of Monte Cristo was Alexander Dumas.
Yeah, but if you sounded out, it was something else.
Yeah, it's spelled Dumbass, but it's pronounced Dumas. It's a French name.
Okay, let's see.
Did he go by Dumas?
I think it was Dumas.
Yeah, well, that's unusual. Normally they use the full French name. It's Dumas.
Okay, from
yes,
there.
We're making like a U sound at the end. Well, I would say wherever you go, it'll go up the coast a little bit and go across and leave and go across the ocean.
Yeah, I mean it would have to be somewhere up here.
Well, south might be better because north it'll come over your head as it leaves the island.
Do we know the trajectory for this?
Let me have a look. Which one is this again? Which launch is it? What day?
It's the Electron launch.
Falcon Electron.
Send it to North Korea.
The Proton, you mean? On the
Proton. Did I say Electron?
Well, the Proton right now says that's out of Kazakhstan. That's the wrong one.
No, it is the they call it the Electron.
I don't see it on the list schedule.
Hold on.
So on Saturday, which is what day? Saturday is the 11th. The only things I see scheduled for the 11th is
Yeah,
the
Rocket
Falcon
Labs
9.
Electron, March 11th, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay,
Right
guys,
there.
I'm off. It's
All right,
1:30 in the morning.
Take care, Vincent.
Yeah, see you later, Vince.
Yeah.
So, so the only one I can see right now, and I'm checking Spaceflight now.
Right there.
Let me go have a look. That might because that's unusual that they're conflicting. Or the Wallops, because Spaceflight now normally has all of those, and it doesn't have anything for Wallops. It's got Japan, which is the one that failed today. It's got the one tomorrow, which is the relativity one, the 3D printed rocket. It's got the 9th. It's got the Falcon 9 OneWeb, or the Canaveral, and then it has the Falcon 9 on the 11th or the 12th, at Kennedy. And the only one that's listed here is the Proton, which is going on to Kazakhstan, as to be decided on a date.
Well, let's see.
Oh, they're having a date yet. I thought they had a date.
All right, I'm back.
They have on the
David Petzl. Hello.
Who's there? Sorry.
Long time.
Hey, Dave.
Long time no see.
You
Wow.
better get your butt in here. Here, I'm going to paste the link. Get your butt in here. We haven't spoken to you in a long time.
Yeah, here they are on Twitter.
I'm not chatting from either platform at the moment.
That's where you'll see it from. Those zones are.
Yeah, but
there's a flight path. Can you zoom in? So
hey,
it's
Doc.
south. So it's going to be. Hey, Duff, how are you? It's
so it basically
it's a polar orbit. It looks like.
Yeah, it's shooting off like dead nuts, perpendicular to the shoreline.
So then be south of it, but be out, away from the land, like be in a jut out if you can. See that those areas are jutting out.
So hold on, we can assume that we're going from, it's either going to be one of these two places. Let's do.
Show me the other Google Maps.
Hold on, I'm doing this wrong. So we're basically going.
It's going up over the ocean into space.
Almost perpendicular.
Right, Dave.
So it's roughly this trajectory.
Okay.
Yeah. So show me where. Show me the Google Maps.
Oh shit! I'm not realizing that I'm having to swap tabs.
Move it up and scroll in. Move up and.
So, just to show you, this is the.
Yeah.
Basically, they're shooting it towards Bermuda.
I would say, go out a bit. I would say, anywhere further down the coast is better. If you want to feel it and hear it, get close by.
What sucks is you can't get out to the beach in any of these spots
because they'll be shut down.
No, it's not even that. It's just this is swamp. This is
go south of that again.
Wild.
That's all banjo country.
No, I mean this is banjo country. This is just tidal estuary swamp right here.
No, that's where the after effects get buried.
Buried.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It shows it as land, but yeah, I don't really call that land. That's land.
So that's where you want to be, the land in there. Or
I might know somebody who has an airboat.
Well, they have to be they have to be outside a 5 mile safe zone. You do not want to be there because if you're within the zone, they won't launch.
Yeah, this is outside of 5 miles. So 5 miles is right here. And I mean, they don't evacuate this little tiny town when they have a launch.
Okay, so there's a running track right there. Park your butt in that running track. The south side of the running track.
Well, I mean, I can just drive down here.
Or but somewhere where you don't have trees in your way.
Airboat, fan boat, same.
Arbuckle Neck Road.
You want to be able to see the coast as much as you can, but it's going to go up anyway. So once it goes up, if you do a long exposure, you will get it arcing above you.
I mean, I imagine that this, because they don't have the viewing area close. I imagine that right there is the spot.
There's a tree.
Got to be the spot. Because look,
there's a tree in your way.
No, look at this. So you see the road, right?
Yeah.
The road is pointed directly at the launch pads.
Over the swamp, maybe. But then you won't get an image of it because it'll be going away from you. You'll just see a point. If you're south of it, it'll cross your path, so you'll see the arc as it goes up. If you're behind it, it just moves away and it's only a point of light. That's all it is.
Well, then my next option, like I was saying before, was like Daisy's Island. I think it was saying that this was a good spot here. I remember seeing something here. So that's
I would see that
down the coast.
Yeah.
But the distance difference. So we're talking there. Crap, did that wrong. Hold on, clear measurement. So it would be here. What I was saying before was right there. That's a mile and a half.
You can't beat in there. They won't allow you.
What about this guy's house right here?
I'm telling you, it's a safety issue. If you're only a mile and a half away, the safe zone is 3 miles, minimum 3 miles.
So let's clear measurement and do measure from there to here. That is 6.5 miles.
You will hear it at that distance, probably.
Where is their viewing area anyway?
You see, in Kennedy is great because if you go down to Kennedy, you know you have the bridge that goes out over from what's it called?
Oh yeah, look, that's closer than their designated viewing area. Launchpad viewing area 1.
Yeah, that's 3. Yeah, see, that's the problem. You're too close.
Launchpad viewing area 1.
Yeah, that's 3. Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Wow.
Somebody has
Echo.
Somebody's got it on the background muted. Yeah, that's the problem. Somebody has
Echo.
Somebody's got it on the
Oh my God, it's so bad.
I'm gonna mute each one of you to find out who it is.
It's not me. I got my headphones on. Oh my God, it's so bad.
I'm gonna mute each one of you to find out who it is. Jerry, it's you.
No, somebody's echoing, and it's so loud echoey.
I had a screen over top of my Twitch screen. You shouldn't. I don't know how it moved. I'm
just saying it was you. I just went through and muted people, and I found out it was you.
Yeah, I just muted it. I don't know why that was. I didn't touch my mouse.
So yeah, basically, that little marina right there is probably, I don't know, less than half a mile closer than the official viewing area.
Yeah, because they have to have that area. The reason why is if it explodes when it's in the air, the debris field will be wide. So,
yeah, me and Mom are going.
Yeah, somebody had audio on. It was Jerry had audio in the background. It's all right. He muted. It's fine. It happens.
All by itself.
Yeah, that happens to use every now and again. So, what's everyone else up to? What's everyone else working on, guys?
I'll show you when I can share a screen.
You can share a screen whenever you want because I can put you. Oh, there you are.
I got 4 to 5 rolls of Ziltech gray filament coming. I bought this from the Droid division for like $27 the files. I'm gonna start printing him. He'll be the height of an R2. And then Jason recommended on Etsy. There's a guy that sells a bolt kit for this with electronics for the eye for $40 and with free shipping. So I got that ordered. Rather than trying to source everything myself off Amazon and spend way too much money on all these bolts I don't need, I just got a kit of the bolts for $40. So I already paid for the files. So as soon as I get the filament in the mail in a few days, I'm going to start that on Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon.
Well, I'm glad you're having good luck with your Bamboo Labs. Mine is a train wreck.
Perfect.
Mine's a train wreck.
Sorry.
And I'm going to try 1 or 2 options with them. And if I can't solve it this week, it's going back in the box and they're giving me my money back.
And like I mentioned, you should print a handful of different types of objects and
I have been.
Look at them. And
I have been, and they all have the same effect. They all have the same issue.
Hey, how long are you guys going to be on?
I'm guessing about an hour more.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go eat.
All right.
Have some cheese curds.
What's that, Solon?
A little troll dude, I think. I know what it is, but I don't know the name.
God, no.
Oh, nice.
But it gets better. Yeah, print in place. It's a Flexi Factory.
Yeah. Move it to the side because your overlays are blocking it.
Oh, crap. I thought I turned those off. I switched scenes. Hang on. Go away. There we go. Same one, 180%.
What's he called?
This is the Flexi Factory Easter No Male. I got the girl printing right now.
No, okay.
And then I have Omnia Drop V3 parts printing right now on the V01 that I just got working again.
Oh, are you going to put them into the V01?
Huh? No. I am replacing the Chimera that's on the Frankenender with the Omnia Drop V3.
Excuse me. Okay.
But I'm just doing test prints right now. This is PLA. It's not going to be the final product.
Yeah.
Final product is going to be using...
Oh, okay. Nylon.
Yep.
Carbon fiber filled.
Yep.
What size nozzle are you using?
0.4 CHT.
Have you printed with that in a 0.4 before?
Yep.
Okay. Not often.
Rephrase. Yes, with the CHT nozzle.
Yeah, so...
The normal nozzle, it'll clog in a heartbeat.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. I said...
I printed carbon fiber on my Chitty iPass with no problem with the 0.4 nozzle.
It depends on the material. Right? Some of them...
They're high temp nozzles made for high temp.
So, PETG CF, I've never had a problem with the 0.4. Nylon CF, I have.
Yeah, and it depends on the manufacturer as well, because some of them, the additive that they add is finer grain than the others.
Somebody do a
Polymaker swears up and down that you can use a 0.4 with this.
What's the screenshot for, Jerry?
Doesn't matter now. If anybody was watching, they'll know what I was talking about.
I was watching what Zolan was putting up. So tell me.
Matt was almost asleep with a real evil look on his face, and I'm thinking screenshot of her.
No.
He always has an evil look.
Really close.
Jerry,
I was looking
you can go to Twitch and you can grab it.
He must have KSP open because his audio sounds like he's talking to a fan again.
It's crackling again.
I'm taking down my KSP, and
he's doing the Muppet stuff.
You know? Thank you for follow Pets Hawkeye. I know who that is. That's David Petzel.
Yeah, KSP 2 for some reason jacks up audio sources.
When Matt gets up and walks around, he usually crackles when he gets up and moves out of his chair.
It's probably the wireless. It could be the range as well of the mic, the wireless range of the mic to the computer. It could be that issue too as he moves away from it. It could be that, or it could be the printers are on and printing interfering with it.
Yeah, half one
radio frequency.
Right now going, so
yeah.
I'm printing lithophane right now. For the...
What? Matt's printing a lithophane? What?
Yeah.
Never.
For charity.
Even though I'm sick, I'm still sarcastic.
I received my order yesterday from Polymaker. So I'm printing black and white.
Sorry.
So
half it's missing because of the green screen.
Yep.
Because you're printed in the same green.
No, it's not the same green.
It's similar, though, is it?
No. It's a much lighter green, but I have the green screen set, chroma key set to be very aggressive.
There you go, Jerry.
Hey, Matt, do you have any update for Mr. Bunny Ears? Has he given you an update on when your printer's coming in the mail?
Nope. no information yet.
Well, mine will probably.
I'm still waiting on my SVO 6 Plus. I ordered the SVO 6 Plus 3 minutes before they went live, and I somehow still wasn't in the first, batch of them.
It depends on the material and the size of the additive, right? Then some companies use a really fine additive, some don't, and the ones that don't is where you get clogs. The ones that do is where it will print okay, but you're safer to go with a 0.6. That way, then you're guaranteeing no clogs.
The only makers I have printed carbon fiber based filament from is Atomic and Polymaker on 0.4s, and I've had no issues with it, except the nylons, because the nylons are just a more aggressive filament.
You need an all metal hot end for the nylons anyway,
I run all metal on everything.
Good. Well,
every single one of my printers is all metal.
Did you know that printers, FDM or FFF printers, were originally all metal hot ends, and they used to upgrade them with PTFE tube to make it better for PLA printing?
That's correct. You know what else helps with that?
So for doing PLA, Bowden style or at least PTFE lined hot ends are better, and there's less chance of clogs. Go on. Or
a properly, and we're talking like sub-micron polished titanium heat break.
Okay.
Because there's nothing for it to grab. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't do ABS at home. ABS gives off horrible, dangerous fumes, and I haven't done nylons because of that as well. The VOCs from both of those are just nasty, and ABS smells anyway, right? But so I avoid it's different for Zoran because he's got a different building to put him into, a different room, a separate building. Mine is in my house.
And when I get ready to print the nylon on the V01, I'm actually going to I'm going to close up the enclosure completely, set it on a folding table outside, and put a box over top of it.
Okay. Yeah, so you vent outside? Excuse me.
Right.
Yeah,
I have no venting right now.
For ABS. And for even ASA.
No venting in here right now. And that print failed.
Well, what you'll notice is in Zolan, when Zolan's printing and when he's on stream, the longer he's on while the print is going, the funnier he gets because the fumes get to him.
No, wrong fumes.
Oh, it's the whiskey you're drinking, is it?
I am on every single one of my pain meds right now.
Okay.
Last night I tripped and fell, and I have not been able to feel my lower extremities. Till about 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago, I started to feel my legs again, but they feel like they're wrapped in plastic wrap.
So you all just heard Zolan say he's been feeling himself all day. Sorry, that was a low-hanging fruit. I couldn't resist.
I couldn't feel my lower extremities. Well, never mind. Can't talk about that kind of stuff.
So yeah, so I don't do I do ASA now and again, not very often, but now and again. I do have a chamber. Actually, during summer, I'd often do it. I'd actually put a printer in the garage and do ASA in the garage. That way, then I don't care about the fumes, right? The same like if I'm resin printing, and the resin has a strong odor, I'll do it in the garage.
The printer I print ASA and ABS on is in a enclosure that has a massive charcoal filter in it as well. And again, like Liam is saying, all of my printers are slowly moving out to this building, not being in the main house with us.
Yeah. So how about those printers? Yeah, I agree with you, Duff.
Hey, Duff, Gary, what drink you
again, guys, the link is there if anyone wants to come in and join the conversation, and we can
run away.
Run away. Hey, you're supposed to be helping me, man. Not dissing me. Excuse me. See, when you make me laugh, it makes me cough. Stop that. Oh my. So for those who joined late, I think I got COVID. It's been going around my house, and I'm the last in the house to get it. So it's just the aches and the chills started today. Just actually this afternoon. after I had planned to go live. So I decided let's not stop, just keep going. But I'm running. I'm just below 100 degrees temp right now, fever. I'm at 99.8 was the last time I checked at the start of the stream. So I'm that's why I'm
whiskey.
coughing and hacking, and that's why it won't be a long stream tonight. We'll probably be on for another 45 minutes at most, because I feel cold, even though it's warm and I've got fleeces and everything, and I'm running a temperature. My hands are freezing.
Oh, it's like 48 degrees in the room I'm in right now, and I'm sweating.
Well, because of the fever, I'm not perspiring at all, and I feel cold. But the temperature, let's see if it's changed. It's probably gone up a little bit, I'm guessing. Because
the joy of Oxycontin and other things. Yay!
If you guys ever watch a channel, Laser Everything, one person was on there quite a bit. His name was Jimmy. He was 55 years old. He passed away the other day.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Zach, how are you?
Real nice guy. He was on live stream a lot with Laser Everything.
Here's my temperature now, 100.5.
Hey, Zach, you should get in here.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah, come join us, Zach. It's been a long time. Come in and join us.
You were 99 a while ago. What's it now?
105.
105?
100.5.
Oh, 100.5. Say 105, you are not kicking them.
Yeah, 100.5, I should be in the ER.
Yeah.
So, Zach, come join us. Here, let me post a link. It's been a while since we chatted.
You can break your fever. Don't you still have snow out there?
Actually, it's been a lot. It's cold outside, yeah.
Just go out there and make it out in the backyard.
No, but I feel cold, so I want to do the opposite. What I'm going to do is, and I know it won't help because I know it's COVID. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a hot toddy, and I don't really drink, but a hot toddy makes you perspire.
Yep.
And then have it just before bed and wrap up and sweat like crazy wrapped up in bed, and that would actually help.
Fever, starve a cold.
Lemon honey tea with a little bit of whiskey.
Actually, hot water, lemon, honey, cloves, and
hot
water, and a drop of whiskey,
Yep.
That's what I do. That's in Ireland. That's what we call a hot toddy.
That is okay. Yeah, because that is actually the Irish remedy for almost everything.
Yeah, for cold or flu, because it raises your body temperature, you perspire it out, and you feel better the next day. Get up next morning, have a shower, you probably feel much better. Yeah, it's not 105, it's 100.5.
I don't know, Michael. When I hit 106, the ER really flipped out.
But yeah, at 106, you should be in an ice bath.
And I've heard 104 is life-threatening, but kids can take it, adults can't.
Yeah, when I ended up borderline sepsis, I hit 106 for a little bit.
Yeah, so I feel cold, but I am running hot. So that's why it's going to be a short stream today, because I don't want to be hacking in your ear for 3 hours, and I need to eat in a while yet. Zach, first of all, you should be coming in and joining you guys. But Zach, I want to show you. I've been working on this. It's a wooden Ori. Let me go to full screen. It'll be easier to show.
Did I just hear thunder?
So it's an Ori.
I have gas. Sorry.
It's got this is a dynamo into a dynamo that will actually move the planets around the top of it when the planets are installed.
So, I just did the globe that they have of that same maker.
Yeah, their kits are lovely. Look, if you turn the handle, the gears on the inside move.
Yep. And you have to make sure you wax everything properly.
Oh yeah, like Karate Kid, wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
But in this case, it's just wax on.
Yep.
They actually give you little wax sticks. They're powerful.
Yeah. I cheated and I picked up. There's actually a spray paraffin wax, and that's what I used.
Yeah. No. Well, what you can do is you can also use you can get white
lithium grease.
You don't want to put grease in it because it'll absorb into the wood. You can get white powder and carbon, right? A little dust.
Graphite.
Yeah, graphite, white graphite, and you can actually spray it with that. Crayolas crayons are kind of, they're too hard actually. What's that, Jerry?
Graphite powder for painting.
Yeah, but it's black, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, you can get a white one, so then it won't show up in the print when you do on the parts. It won't be messy. Yeah, but it's a nice. When it's finished, I can get you the. Let me get the manual. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.
Milk crayons, yeah.
Yeah, acrylic crayons will work, but you have to get them warm because they're too hard.
Get a soda bottle, put a candle in it. As a kid, melt crayons to run down the side, all different colors.
So
you know what I'm talking about? Everybody done that.
What, Jerry?
Get a bottle. So on, you could do it now even, and put a candle in it, and then take a pack of crayons, melt them, and let it run down the side. It makes really cool designs on the bottle.
I breathe in enough VOCs with all the printers and everything. I don't need the soot from the candles as well.
So this is what it looks like when it will be done. When it's going to be done. Well, this is what I hope it will look like when I have it done. And when you crank the handle, there's a dynamo
Wait a
at the
minute.
back of the handle.
You have COVID and you're handling porous material?
Nobody else touches this but me.
Okay.
And for my transfer for COVID is super low.
And it dies off and what, like after somebody touches something, what, like 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that?
Less than that.
Depends. Hard surface wet can actually survive for up to 8 hours, but hard surface dry only survives for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's very, very short on a good surface. Yeah.
Sorry, as I said, I got friends who work in that field, so.
Yeah, they say that the highest transfer rate is actually when you cough. If you cough someone and when you breathe
aerosolized particles.
But the good thing is, if you stay a distance away from someone like 6 feet or whatever, the reason why they did 6 feet is over that distance, the droplets will fall to the ground. Right? That's
when you sneeze,
that's why they had a 6 feet distance.
Yeah.
Unless you cough in someone's face, which then you're rude and you deserve to be smacked upside the head, right? So
no, actually, in that case, you deserve to be charged with attempted murder.
They don't do that, but yeah, then
there was one lady who did get slapped with that was, I forget what the actual charge was. It wasn't attempted murder, but it was like a couple steps down from that because she was in a store coughing on people on purpose.
Well, she should be charged for assault. But yeah. So
I've had COVID 4 times now.
Yeah, this is my first time ever. For my whole family, first time ever.
My immune system sucks.
Well, mine is really good, and it's weird because my son brought her home from school.
You guys, I need to pop
off. He came home from school. He was on.
Matt, you're breaking up really bad. I think you just said that you need to hop off, though.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Have a great night, Matt. Get some sleep, buddy.
Ciao, man.
Yeah.
Hope you have a printer next time we see you.
So if anybody else wants to come join in, the link
What's wrong with those printers?
No, Louise won one back in early December from Loyal, and it's
the P1P.
Yeah,
they never got it yet.
Well, probably by the end of this week, my P1P will be going back.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm done with that machine. When I get print quality, when it's doing this, and they say the printer, they said to me yesterday that they don't see an issue when you get these vertical lines. I don't mind the horizontal ones. I know that's the tuning, right? I can do that.
Yeah, the vertical is ghosting though.
It's not even ghosting. They're mechanical.
That looks like a resonance issue going all the way across.
Yeah. So, but in both printers, no, it's a mechanical issue. See, and they said there's nothing wrong with it.
In what printers?
But I can't access mic. You need to give permission when you join. When you click on settings, Zach, you should have an option to join. When you go in, you should click on settings and turn on your mic and set up your microphone and your camera, and then it'll ask you for your Chrome, whatever you're using.
Test it in the back room before you come in.
Yeah. But so I'm going to try a few things myself this week, but chances are I'm going to report back to them and say, guys, no, I'm done. And I was really hoping to showcase it because I'm doing a presentation at early next month on 3D printing for astronomy. My club puts on an astronomy conference and swap meet.
Oh, so this piece that I printed here.
Let me bring you up full screen.
I printed it in this orientation.
Yeah.
The organic supports in Prusa Slicer Alpha 4, 2.6 Alpha 4, actually held that piece up until it got the joint with no issue.
Good.
So I'm really impressed with the new versions of Prusa
Chris,
Slicer.
I would do what I find is it's on flat walls, and I do a lot of mechanical parts, right? Like the toys and so on, they're mechanical, they're flat sided, and when you're doing those, that's when these issues show up. Mostly on the x-axis in my case, a little bit on the y, but mostly on the x. And I would recommend that if you do go to buy one, test flat walls. This is a 60 by 60 by 60 square, hollow. So I did no top, 4 walls, no top, no bottom layers, and no infill, just to create a cube, right?
So you haven't reached out to Dora yet for help?
To Dora?
Yeah.
No.
That's who she works for now.
She does, but I'm working with their support guys, and I think she's going into marketing actually. But I'm working with the support guys.
Chris Travis.
They're saying there's nothing wrong.
I was going to buy the P1P and get the AMS. And my wife said, well, how much is that? And I told her how much it'd be for the P1P with the AMS. For about $300 more, you can get the whole kit and caboodle, all the bells and whistles. Yep. So you might as well, if you want to do multicolor, get like I got. You'll love it. You'll never regret it. It's awesome.
I would not say that.
I've had a few minor issues, but it prints perfect other than that.
My coworkers had one now for almost a month, and it still does not work.
So
okay,
and don't throw away your boxes.
No,
yeah. Keep both boxes if you ever have to ship it back to get
a
bearing replaced.
I was ready to throw the boxes. Then I did a test to see how fast it would print this, and I saw
to my house. I don't remember. I got it written down, but hey, Zach.
Hey.
To my house.
Hey, figured it out.
To my house in Vegas, shipping, tax, and everything was like $1,650,
oh my gosh, yeah.
$1,670. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on? Oh, by the way, I'm so jealous you got the J1.
I had to wait for it for a very long time.
But I've been dealing with them and for a long time, and they haven't sent me one. I've been really trying to get the J1 because I have multiple other IDEX machines.
Mm-hmm.
I want to compare this to it was really good. I want to say, look how much better this is than other machines. It auto does A, B, C, and D. You know what? Hey, Stephen. And they won't send me one because I could do a direct 1-for-1 comparison with 4 other manufacturers.
Yeah, the thing is, this was the J Labo J1 that I backed on the Kickstarter campaign almost 2 years ago.
Oh, you did the backing of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't. No, I was hoping to send me a review one.
No. The thing is that I was waiting very patiently on it, and if I didn't receive it for another 2-3 weeks, this is the second one that they sent to me, because the first one in the batch of late October last year, it didn't arrive. It was held by customs, so there was an issue. I don't know, but yeah, if it was taking a longer time, I really had to make a video about it.
So,
because
what do you think of it? It looks like I was dealing with them when you were designing this. I was giving them a whole pile of feedback and say you should do A, B, and C, and all. I was giving them a whole pile of feedback on it, right? Based on what they showed. And I was talking about the adjusting of the E2 and all this kind of stuff, right? How good is it?
It is a very advanced, because in the case of the first wizard calibration kind of thing, you need to remove the glass bed, which is a PI textured glass bed. That's
because the sensor for the XY offset is underneath.
Yeah, the way of leveling calibration is just mind-blowing. It's doing everything automatically on the display. You see exactly what you need to do, and how precise it is. It is also very fast. I had to slow down a print for a Banshee because during the print it was going so fast that it just ripped off the first layers.
Oh,
but I got some nice prints out of it already.
Yeah, I was impressed with it. And is yours the enclosed version or not?
Yeah, it was the enclosed.
Yeah, so I was impressed with it, and I said I was chatting with them a lot. And then Jade went quiet because they merged back with their main company that they originally.
Snapmaker,
yeah, which I think was a ruse. I think they were always Snapmaker. They just made themselves look like a separate company, And then when Snapmaker saw it being successful, they merged it because Snapmaker didn't want to have their name associated with a Kickstarter. I think that's what really happened, right?
But they already Snapmaker themselves. They also use Kickstarter quite a lot.
Yeah, I know, but this was a gamble for them because they never went down the IDEX road.
But this machine, just for the design, it looks very amazing, very appealing.
Yeah.
You can have it fully enclosed, and it's a different kind of way of IDEXing.
It is.
I mean, I'm still struggling to get the other two working, so I ordered this camera last Friday.
Oh, I have one of those. Yeah. Well, how is the E2 adjusted for Z height?
It stays on the same level as the E1, but you have this little twisting that you can do
To shim it up and down
to do only the hot end. And
okay, they're a bit like they did with 10 log. The hot end is mounted on a slide with a spring forcing into position, and you can move it up and down.
Oh. Yeah, and this is done on the PCB heated bed on the second copper dot, because on the calibration you see that it can go lower and higher till you sit just in the center, you know.
Is it dual nozzle like the iFast, my Kitty iFast?
Sorry?
Does it have dual hot ends on it?
It's an IDEX, Jerry.
It's an IDEX.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no, genuine question.
There's two things I think they should have changed if it was up to me, and I recommend them doing this, and they didn't listen. For higher temp materials, because it's designed for high temp materials, 300-degree hot ends and so on. They should have made space on the inside for the filament spools to keep them dry inside.
Yeah, the fact that there are already some modification available for it says for me enough, because there are some filament spools that you can put inside. If you're going to print PLA, there are already some razors for it.
Yeah, I like what they were doing. It was expensive though. They were charging, what was it, 1,200 or 1,300 for it?
And also the thing that I'm going to mention in a future video about it, the angle for the PTFE tube going just almost 90 degrees inside of the extruder. That is crazy. And also the tubes, you see one of the tubes sticking out already.
On the top, yeah.
So mainly I print on with PLA with it, so the cover is every single time off.
Or at least open the doors and open the top for the heat to rise. Yeah.
No, the doors can stay closed because the top is fairly open.
So you just want the heat to rise, you know.
Yeah, my room is still 26 degrees Celsius.
Well, no, I liked what they did. They were doing it differently, and they made a lot of changes during the Kickstarter based on feedback, which is really good.
Screen on the outside.
Well, yeah, because you want to be able to touch it or open the doors. Initially, it was on the inside, and that was a mistake, and we told them that. I think they should have mounted the screen on top rather than on the bottom, because on the bottom it's in the way of the doors. I think if it was above, out of the way, it'd been better.
Well, actually, when using it, you see directly the screen and also your build plate, so it's quick
I'm
to
saying for the
handle.
doors though, the screen might get in the way.
No. They just like the Ender 6, there's just a cutout.
Yeah. So if they move that to the top, they'd have no cutout, and you'd have a better seal for higher temp materials. Now you have air linkage points that'll get in and not maintain chamber temperatures, right? But I'm just saying small things, but overall it looks like a nice machine. I'd love to test to review it, because as I said, I do a 1-for-1 comparison. Oh, you have the Chitty the X Plus as well for the Chitty.
Sorry?
You have the Chitty X Plus.
Yeah, I have that one. But this could have also been changed.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's very flimsy.
Oh,
very flexible. Maybe put a little ledge behind it
to reinforce it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, as a first machine that they put out, it's nice. Well, as it was in previously, right, Jed Labo. But I think it's a nice machine. I really do, and I would love to have tested it, but I didn't get in there. Like if you're only getting Kickstarter stuff now, then so Jerry, So you that's a dual extruder, Jerry. That's different.
Yeah. When it switches from one to the other, it simply bumps it and changes it right here. It pushes the bar back and forth.
It's a mechanical switch up and down to move the head. Yeah. Whereas this one doesn't do that. It uses measured offsets.
These are the high temp I do with carbon fiber and such on the Chitty iFast.
Yeah.
It's also looking very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar like they have with the Artisan.
The X1 is a dual extruder too, isn't it? The X Plus, isn't that a dual extruder? Oh, it's a single. I thought that was dual.
It has a second extruder for the high temp material.
Oh, so you can switch out if you want to do carbon like ABS or nylons or whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jerry has the Chitty iFast.
Yeah, the big white one behind me.
The printhead he's holding up there.
You take out like 6 bolts on the top. Take out the ribbon cables on the back with a little plastic guard. Put the other one in. Screw it back down. It only takes about 2 minutes to switch them out.
Wow, that's nice. That's
I
Jerry fast.
I mixed up the covers on them, and I was trying to figure out which one's which. I'm looking at them thinking, okay. And then I seen the hardened steel nozzles versus brass nozzles, and one was pretty and blue and one looked used. So this is my high temp. I had the cover on the wrong one. It was labeled. That's the labeling on it. So I had to look at the guts to figure out what it was.
But so you need to become like Sheldon, and you need to get a label printer.
But I see blue. Is that because there are fetus hot ends in there, or looks? I mean, from appearance, does look like it, but
no, I don't think the photos hot ends.
Just the color.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they are nice. They are a nice machine. Jerry loves that printer.
I have duct tape on the bed because the magnets do not properly hold down the build plate. It shifted on me a lot, so I taped it down with duct tape.
Which kind of build plate do they have on the iFast?
It's a real thick steel plate with the magnets built into the plate.
Oh, just like the X Plus.
Yeah.
And I've done a few prints where I've had one item or multiple items, and I'll get a layer shipped, and the whole bed's moved out of the way, and so then I reprint it. I tape it down, and then the print comes out perfect because it can't move. So some the magnets don't hold like they should. Well, but it's a great printer. I got it figured out, and it works. It prints great.
It could be that the magnets are experiencing the Curie effect, which when they get hot enough, they lose magnetism, right?
Something.
So, and what happens is the orientation of the atoms in it get changed when it gets reached. Because a magnet works because the orientation of all the atoms are all in the same direction, right? North and south poles. Whereas when the Curie effect happens, when it gets hot enough, they're allowed to move around, and actually the magnetic effects is actually weakened.
Duct tape to the rescue. So
yeah, I use painter's tape because it doesn't leave any gum behind. Painter's tape goes on and off easy, and that's what I use.
I don't know if it would hold. Wouldn't get hot and wouldn't release. You think?
No, it doesn't. No, if you put it on and rub it on really well, it holds fine.
I'll have to try that because I don't like using gummy substances.
Yeah, and it's easy.
Only on my wife.
Yeah, and it's so easy to take it off later on. You just get the edge and you peel it off, and you're done, and wipe it down. And you're done.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
what's going on?
Corey, how is life? Do you want to come in and join us? We're going to be on for about another 30 minutes or so because I'm sick, but I'm going to hang out with you for another half an hour. So if you want to join, there is a link. Everyone's welcome. What was for dinner, Zach? Other than the fish we're doing.
Which one?
I had Chinese food for dinner.
Cool.
Oh,
love Chinese food.
Yeah. I'm having pasta tonight.
Cool. Nice.
Chef Ramsay was talking about the other day on one of his shows that Chinese food's the #1 food in America. Over everything else, Chinese rules out everything.
And in the UK, it's Indian food. Curries. Curries is the biggest thing in the UK.
Yeah, I have
their national dish. If you're talking, Zolan, we can't hear you. Because we see them outgoing, but there's no sound
He's
coming
talking to somebody about something.
Maybe.
I'm doing a puppy registration. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you were talking to us. That's why I mentioned it. You chatting to yourself.
Liam, did I miss you talking about your P1P?
Yep. It's probably going to go back at the end of this week. I'm done. I can't get it to print right. And they told me after I sent them pictures, they said, we don't see anything wrong with this printer. And everybody here and everybody who watches my videos and everyone who's been on anything with me has seen these lines. You can't miss them.
I suggest that he does a handful of different types of prints and look at a variety of
prints. Look at those vertical lines.
Oh.
That's what that's 2 printers. They sent me a replacement machine. I sent the last one back. They sent me a replacement. Same problem. So they're saying we don't see a problem with it, which everybody on the planet but them sees it. So my view on it is, well, if you don't see a problem, then your support are either blind, or you're really bad support, or you don't have a to produce. Oh, that's the add-on, Jerry, right? The AMS.
I'm looking at print quality.
We won't see it because of the colors. You have to tilt it towards the light.
Well, once you full screen me, we'll see.
Yeah, let's try. Tilt. Now, see, the red. We might get the red. How did you print it? What was the orientation of printing?
The build plate right here.
So show me the x-axis, the back of it. Tilt. I can't see it here. No, I don't see any issues with it, but it's hard to tell without the light glancing across the edge.
Yeah, you got to be a hell of a lot closer.
Yeah,
you
can feel the ripples. You can feel the ripples.
He's got a soft light, so it's going to be hard to see.
Yeah. I don't care about the bamboo.
All 3 parts were set up right.
I'm telling the truth. I'm not hiding the information like some of them do.
Mad Cat, it's bad. It's real bad.
There, go back.
I know what you're looking at.
You got vertical lines there, do you?
You can very faintly see them. It's nothing that I'm worried about.
Well, mine you can feel.
Like you're seeing right in here.
Yes, mine you can feel.
Okay, I can really faintly see them.
Yeah,
but it's not noticeable to the human eye.
I can see them here.
I know. I can see what you're talking about.
So you're seeing the vertical lines as well.
Well, nothing I would ever complain about. I mean, I can barely see them. That's just right now.
Can you feel them if you rub your finger lightly over it?
No, it's perfectly smooth.
Well, I can.
Well, see, here's the question I have: is there a printer on the market that prints this fast that does not have those artifacts?
I do not know. I don't have anything that prints that fast.
To me, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen the artifacts you're talking about, but they're never bad enough for me to care.
A lot of 3D prints I would never buy. A lot of people 3D print things, and when you look at it, it's like, well, that looks really good, but I wouldn't really buy that if you packaged it. This looks perfect to me.
Well, yeah, I would agree with you, Duff. As I said, I don't care about upsetting the fanatics out there because if they're very different people will accept quality very differently, right? And I will say people do accept quality differently. But in all fairness, I have a $300 printer that can print a straight wall smooth. Right? If I can do, or even no, a $200 printer or less, even $100 printer, and then the 3 will print that wall straight.
Hey, Duff, you got on a hard hat. What kind of work you do?
Yeah, he's been on before. He's been on our
channel. I recognize his name. I just don't recognize him with a hard hat on.
Hey, it's Mad Cat's wife's birthday.
Oh, wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Corey.
Commercial roof.
Oh, you're a roofer. Okay.
I got a question for you, Duff, regarding roofs. I got a 10
so how
by
do you build a roof for a commercial?
I got a 10 by 12 building out back that I have shingles on it. I built it 20 years ago. It faces east and west. One side, the shingles are perfect after 20 years. The other side, the wind is destroying the hell out of it. And I had to get up there this morning and do some patchwork. Like I say, it's east and west in the back corner of my property. One side's perfect that you see from the street. When you get up on a ladder and look at the other side of the roof, the shingles are flipped back and there's a big hole in one spot. And I can't figure out.
With a metal. Okay, so you got You looks like you got a horizontal expansion issue because there's a lot of lines along the axis there. So you need to do your K factor for your extrusion rate.
So look.
I don't see them because that's an ever-changing surface.
What I'm saying is look at the difference in orientation, right?
Yeah.
Looking at this in person, this looks phenomenally good. Really good. I've never seen my Enders ever print anywhere near as good looking layers as what this does. But in the lighting.
Yeah, but the difference is, yeah.
Didn't Filament Frenzy do this whole long thing 2 years ago about the differences in light being able to make your prints look better or worse than they really are?
Look how good that looks.
Yeah, the difference here is,
and then,
can you feel them? We can see them no matter what kind of light you put it under, but can you feel it? That's the question.
I can actually feel, you can feel the uneven surface.
Right, because like this, I have a ton of uneven surfaces on it.
On the y-axis,
I can't feel it.
I don't feel it at all. On the x-axis, from the Mac, I feel the ripple. It's an uneven surface. Very uneven. You can actually feel the bumps.
Yeah, Duff, it is on the south side of the roof, but there's two houses probably 10 foot behind it. So I'm thinking something to do with the way the wind blows through there by those houses. I don't know.
Jerry, put a roof on
that right there. That right there makes it look like this part is absolutely horrible. But I cannot feel it. It does not make a bump noise when I scrape it with my fingernail.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But here's the thing I noticed about it.
But you keep saying you can feel it. That means you do have an issue.
And here's the other thing. If you measure the distance between those vertical lines, let me see that. If you measure the distance between those vertical lines, it matches the tooth distance on the belt.
Ooh.
I can see the stripe.
That's even more telling.
Yep.
Are your belts too tight?
No. I followed their exact procedure about 10 times on each machine, and it's not working. I've done flow calibration today, and I'm printing right now to see how it comes out, if it makes a difference. But I already see the lines, and after doing flow calibration, I still see the lines on it. I had to add a 0.0457 or 451.
Are you friends with Grant, and has he been over your house recently?
Right?
Grant, he's been having all kinds of issues with his as well.
I'm having the same problem. I'm having some issues like he has.
Well, hey, at least yours is able to do any printing. My coworkers, he can't print at all.
Let me show you what it does to an actual print of an item. 1 second.
He said he was working on some train parts, so.
Yeah, I want to show the train parts.
Any idea why he can't print? What's it doing to him?
He is having a problem with it trying to literally bend the hot end every time he goes to print.
Oh.
And he's been with support back and forth now for 3 weeks. They sent him a new hot end and everything.
Well, no, they didn't give me a new hot end. They were giving me a new printer.
No, they're getting ready to send him a new printer, but they want him to send the one he's got back first in the box.
You see the lines there? That's fresh. That's just finished printing.
That's the same as the blue box.
The exact same. No one, right? The exact same.
Yeah.
And they're saying that, and they messaged me last night, and they had the gall to tell me we don't see a problem here.
They are ignorant.
Well, yes, they are. They do not understand that some of us.
The support rep that you are working with does not understand.
Correct. Well, here's what's happening. I'm going to try a few things myself, and if I can't solve it myself, I am going to turn around and say, guys, I want my cash. I want cash back. Send me an RMA, and I will put it back in this box like I did the last one, ship it back to you. And what they don't know about the last one is underneath I wrote faulty in a black marker on black. So it's really hard to see, but if you look at it with the light shining in it, you see it. So and I just send it back to them and say, guys, not good enough. And I will I'll do a YouTube of it going back of me dropping it off. And off at UPS and bye-bye, because if I can't solve it, then it's not good for me, because I can't produce toys to kids.
No, wait a minute.
With bad print quality.
Well, and again, I can see the lines on the bottom of the feet of my little gnome here that I printed on the Prusa Bear.
Yeah.
I can see them, but I can't feel them.
The y-axis is fine.
Well, the feet on this were the x-axis. That's why I was looking at it.
Yeah, in mine, it's front to back. So this is the X here, where you see it.
But I did have a massive layer shift.
I haven't had anything like that, but
well, I mean, we're comparing apples.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're looking at Core XY versus Cartesian.
Yeah.
Whatever you're holding, Zoan, is getting kicked out by the green screen.
Because it's green.
Oh, we know. Yeah, we know.
Awesome.
Here, where's my OBS?
But yeah, and this is a really strong print. It's got 4 walls. It's got 7% infill, so when they shine a light through it, you can see it. Is this a white light or UV? Well, this is UV light, but you can see the infill, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not happy with what I'm getting out of it. And I said I have cheaper printers, like on an Ender 2 Pro, which is a $170 printer. I can get perfect prints out of it. Perfect walls on an Ender 2 Pro.
An Ender 2 Pro.
An Ender 2 Pro, yeah. It's $150 printer.
Yeah, Duff, the sun comes up in the east. It hits both sides of the roof at the same time as it goes over. So, I don't know.
But what speed do you print on that Ender 2?
60. I've tried it at 60. I've been there. I've tried every speed from 45 to 490 millimeters in a second.
Yeah.
And when you go faster, it shows up less, but you can print PETG at 490 millimeters a second. You can do PLA. You can't do PETG. There's no way you'll get that flow rate out of PETG. So I'm doing PETG at 300 normal speed, 200 outer walls, which is what their default profile, 0.2 layer height, and I'm doing 7% infill. And the y-axis, there's a bit of ringing on the y-axis, a small bit of ringing. You can see it there. But I'm okay with that because it's not really, you don't feel it.
And you can't feel it. That's the key.
These, I can feel it with my finger. It feels uneven. The Z is fantastic. Look at that. Perfect Z. Perfect first layers. Other than this, I like the printer. But I can't justify keeping hold of a printer that gives out that I want to print lots of toys. That's why I got it, for toys.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pump out toys on it fast, which I can with it. It's useless to me. Not because the quality is so crap. So I can show you the message they sent to me. They say, we see no issue. Let me show you what they said on the ticket last as of this morning. Let me go down here to the end. Oh, by the way, here's a conversation length, right? So you see, here is, come on, adjust. Here's a conversation length with pictures and logs and pictures and logs and pictures and logs, and they sent me files and over and back and over and back and over and back and over and back and over and back. And it's what they said was, in our opinion, this printer does not have any real problem. We are not able to replace it with a new one. I don't want them to. I want them to fix it. I can see that according to the traces on the heat bed, you have printed many parts, and that's true. I've tried trains to see if it made a difference, and they said, "Would you like to share photos?" And I did that this morning when I saw this message. If you are not satisfied with the printer quality of the device, and these prints I already found is the only option available. Let me know what you want, right? And then I responded back to them saying, I tried printing items, and I showed some toys printed quality, and they said the quality of these photos does not match the quality of the file I sliced for you, and they're saying it's a slicing. That type of ripple is not a slicing issue.
I got to check and see how long their warranty is. I don't know.
It's 30 days, but since they replaced it, the 30 days starts all over again. They have to, by law, require that they restart because you got a brand new machine.
Yeah.
And if they have an issue with that, they can take it up with the Federal Trades Commission under their rules.
It's like Lightspeed has a bad bearing and they want him to mail it back. It doesn't matter whether he has a box or not. The point is, they won't send him a replacement part, and it's not a toaster. You can't throw away $1,600. Everything has to be replaceable. You can't say, well, you got to mail the printer back to Timbuktu. Even if they paid for it 10 years from now, the point is you have to box it up, mail it, and be out all that time when every single part needs to be replaceable by the end user, period. Everything.
Now, if it's going to the U.S., it's 2 weeks turnaround time, roughly.
You shouldn't have to do that. There shouldn't be no part
China, it's a 3 month turnaround time.
A bearing, whatever it is, the rods, every possible part should be replaceable by the end user. Otherwise, it's a toaster and you have to throw it away.
I agree with you, Jerry. Look, I love the speed and what it can do. I'm just not happy with the quality it gives off. And there's other people who are on the Toys for Tots Discord. They are seeing the same problem. Others
That's crazy. You had 2 printers in a row with the same problem.
That needs to point to a mechanical issue or design issue or a quality issue, right?
Yeah. And like I said, I don't have that one,
So I'm going to try multiple tests this week. I'm going to send them one of the files I sliced off the machine. I'll do that tonight, and let them look at my STL file and say, okay, well, or a 3MF file saying, okay, well, we recommend you change these settings. And if they do, and if it's a setting issue and it fixes it, I'll be happy. I'll just pick my default print settings and I'll be happy. But 2 machines with the same problem using their default profiles, and everybody else out there is using the default profiles.
Did you name them, Zon?
Nah, this one's going to our roommate, and this one's going to go sit on my desk at work.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
But this is default size. This is maxing out the Prusa bear bed.
Yeah. So, Duff, what do you think about Jerry replacing his roof with a metal roof and the aluminum roofs?
There is.
I'm not going to replace the roof. I don't got no money.
You can kind of see the massive layer shift in the ear right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did not happen on the other model, and it's not happening with the one I'm printing. I don't know why it did it.
When I built my big 2-story garage in Trump about 10, 15 years ago, I used composition shingles when I roofed it. It's got a 10, 12 pitch roof with 2 big dormers, and those shingles can't be flipped by the wind, where these cheap ones that I have with the 3 tabs can be flipped, and over time they dry out and they're garbage. But anyway.
They're hardened over in the sun, yeah.
Yeah, but the composition shingles, I'm not going to get up there and replace them.
Metal roof. I love metal roof.
Yeah.
But yeah, Liam, if it wasn't for the fact that I've got 2 Ender 3s here that I need to get rid of, I would buy. I wanted to buy a P1P and move over my AMS stuff, because I really only ever use the AMS on the low temp stuff, and I could do some prints and see, but I've got to sell my Enders first.
Well, it probably won't be around here long enough, because I'm going to do some testing with them to try and resolve it. And I really want to resolve it. I really do want a good quality printing. If we resolve it, I'll be ecstatic.
All the casinos in Las Vegas, since I worked on the Strip for like 20 years as a laborer, they use foam on all the roofs. They pour lightweight concrete on it, and then they slope it towards all the drains. Then they put a white bithethane on it, and then they torch all the seams together. So once you're all done, and it never leaks, and all the water runs to the drains. That's probably what he's talking about.
Yeah. And a lot of roofs do that, because you need to have a channel. You don't want to run it off in multiple places. You minimize the drain spots as much as possible, and you put in a large enough downspout to carry it off.
And then when we test the roofs, we go up there with fire hoses, we flood the roof and take squeegees and sweep it and check everything and make sure everything closed right and nothing leaks.
So, changing topics.
No, can't do that.
Go on.
I got to play at the OnStar this weekend.
You're going to play with what?
My scanner.
All right. I'm talking with a Japanese company that are not doing sub-millimeter scans like most of the other scanners out there that are really close range. They actually have a scanner that is doing at the centimeter level, and they want to do it. They're looking at using it as augmented reality into games. So this scanner will mount on your iPad or your phone or whatever like that. You can mount it on it, and it'll scan your surroundings and bring your surroundings into the game.
There's my nozzle from Big Jano that I did. It's going to be a light, but I haven't ordered the rest of the parts for it. It's got a separate back on it. It's printed in gold on my Chitty iFast, like this.
Gary playing with his nozzle again.
Yeah. Whatever makes me happy.
I hate the name of that printer.
Well, I thought it's QIDI. I thought it was Kitty iFast, but then Trevor said no, it's Chitty, like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
But I call it Kitty iFast originally.
Chitty Watt.
And that's exactly what I hear.
I always say cutie.
Yeah, no, it's actually pronounced as Chitty.
Yeah, Trevor has 4 or 5 of them in his business down in Florida, Navarre 3D, and he deals directly with them quite a bit.
Yeah, and he does repairs for them as well.
Chitty. And here's a spawn that I did on my X1 carbon.
Nice.
Came out perfect.
Layer changes are great.
6 top layers, 4 bottom, 4 perimeter, 5% infill. Originally, I had a default profile. I had like 2 or 3 top layers, and that's from different pits. So I increased the layers, and I fixed it.
Why you win twice, Zach? Make sure, you have one muted. Perfect. Did you freeze? Oh no, okay. I thought it
Come on, camera.
Sorry, you were showing stuff, Jerry. So yeah, it's I so want to get this printer working properly. I really do. I like what it can do, and I'm just disappointed.
Okay, now, I'm gonna share screen from the laptop. Hold on. I want y'all to see what I 3D scan.
Oh no, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's both cheeks.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And of course, I'm stuck in the middle.
Hey,
it would be really cool if like one started doing something completely different than the other.
Zach, which
what you do is you add a time delay in StreamYard or in OBS.
I'm not running OBS.
No, because if you were, you could add a time delay.
Hello.
So one would move and the other would be catching up, but like there's a time difference.
Hey, 3D print help.
I'm not a real streamer.
He just hangs out with them.
Excuse me.
I'm hoping this printer's going to be stable enough because I want to take it. I'm going to be in Kansas City this weekend, and I'm thinking about taking a printer with me.
Printing as you drive, running off the van.
I'm going to run it off the van, but only when my wife is at the dog show and I'm bored.
Oh, okay.
But also because I'm going to be printing custom hooks for people for their dark rates.
That's what I'm saying. You do that or do custom like key rings and stuff like that with the dog's name in them and print them.
Yep.
Do you want a really big resin printer, Zolan? Are you going to resin?
I would love one, but I can't afford one.
Well, if the price is right, you could, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay,
dude,
so
I could not even afford the $4.99 Twitch subscription this month.
So I know somebody in Kansas City selling 2 really big resin printers really cheap.
All right, so this is. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was interrupting.
So this is a
Hello?
A taxidermy.
Hello?
We hear you, Zolan.
This is a taxidermied raccoon.
Somebody killed a Zolan and stuffed him.
Look at how insanely good this did.
What scanner is that?
That is the Shining 3D Einstar.
Okay.
Needs horns to be a jackalope.
Is that that's a laser scanner?
It's structured infrared.
In IR, okay.
Wow.
And
the one that I'm talking with the guys in Japan about will not do that type of that type of resolution.
So this is got 3 cameras on it. It's got a full color camera, and then it's got 2 infrared cameras.
So the full color is to get the texture.
The texture, yeah.
Yeah.
So at the same time you're capturing texture, it captures or capturing geometry, it captures texture. I mean, it just looks.
How much is that scanner?
$1,000.
Hey Zolan, look, your buddy's is been stuffed.
I never had this thing laying on its side either. I took all of this at a really low angle at the bottom.
And did you do a repair the mesh to fill out any?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's why. So it would assume, based on other patterns, that
there was plenty of data underneath. You could see his belly right here was a big bunch of just like filled in data. But
as I walk by, it says Big Belly.
How's the software for system resources?
Hey Matt, how are you?
Oh boy, let me tell you, I had to upgrade my RAM, and this is a small part. This thing was about this big, and I was using like 20% of my 64 gigs of RAM. It's pretty intensive. You basically got to have a gaming PC.
Yeah, and you also need to have a fast SSD for it to write the data to.
Right.
Because having spinning spindles, right? Say that 10 times fast. So having spinning spindles, while trying to do that, you're going to run into performance issues because the IOPS on those are not high enough.
Let me.
That's Jerry playing around with his audios.
No, it wasn't me. It's Zolan.
Zolan? I automatically go and blame Jerry. You probably throw this.
I'm not running OBS today.
When there's an issue, Jerry?
My fault.
Hey, Akuma.
I got another.
How was that big? Did you get that big resin yet? I know you're expecting it in, but I was wondering if it arrived or not.
Oh, the Galaxy One. Yeah,
that looks like a nice machine. It's slower than a normal resin because it's laser. It's not using the normal LCD screen exposure. It actually writes with a laser, so that takes time. It's a slower, but you probably get really fantastic detail on it because it's a laser. Because the point of light is so small. You're not relying on the pixels. So let's leave it up there, Jerry.
So, Akuma, there is a slight chance I may actually make it to Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival. I have a friend out there who's offered to let me stay with them.
Oh, that's cool.
Justin?
1 second, Zach. That looks good.
God of War.
Yep.
Yeah. From Sanix. So
this is
finishing a base right now. It's done on a GK2 AK resin printer and Sunlu resin.
Well, Trinity help. I'm probably, unless we solve something this week, I'm probably going to be sending my P1P back to Bamboo Labs, and I'm done with them. So
this still needs a lot of work done to it. But this is what raw scan data looks like.
Hairless cat.
Yeah, it's made out of silicone, so this is real tattoo.
So Matt, do you really mean a blow-up mattress?
But like, see, this was when I flipped it over, its ears wouldn't support it. So like, I ended up with a bunch of weird geometry in here.
Yeah, I'll be at Murph this year again.
Matt, I may take you up on that.
Yeah, I won't. I'm not going to the Rocky Mountain one, but I'll be at Murph. I'll just be there for the Saturday. I'll drive down Saturday morning, be there for the day, and then drive back again.
Well, I'll admit the main reasons I want to go to Rocky Mountain is simply because Justin and everybody, Zach's going to that one. He's not going to Murph.
Hey Westerly, how are you? Been a while.
Hey Westery.
Hey Wesley.
Westery was streaming earlier today, showing off the horse she's doing rehab on.
Oh, so how's life, Sarah? I won't be on for not much longer, guys, because I'm sick. Well, you all know that I'm sick, but I'm actually medically ill. I got COVID.
We know that as well.
Yeah. I can always rely on you to have my back, Zolan. Thank you so much. You're such a rock. So I can throw it at you, yeah.
Well, it's Astro Glide, right?
I don't have
Never
a
mind.
better in my room. But sure, he can just bring a sleep.
I thought it was funny, Zolan.
With his back, a hard surface will do his back good.
I don't think he heard what I said, or at least he didn't recognize it. I said it's Astro Glide, right? When you said I had your back.
Yeah, I chose to ignore, but okay.
If I came, I couldn't room with anybody, and they couldn't stay with me.
Whoa!
According to my wife, all they do all night long is fart and snore, so it wouldn't work out.
It'll be summer. You can leave the windows open.
So, just to give you an idea of how the software works, this is basically straight out of scan right here, and I'm just going in and removing points that are unneeded, and it's got like texture assigned to those points.
It reminds me of newspaper comics when you're zoomed in that much.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is.
Well, it's a point cloud, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but like the point cloud, because it's taking texture scans as well, the point cloud, the points are colored based on what they are. And I can turn that off to where none of the texture shows up.
So if you scan that on a black surface, would the floor not be there?
It depends. It's all IR. So if it's IR reflective.
And black would absorb the IR light, well, most of it.
Not necessarily.
I said most.
It depends on what the surface itself actually is.
Yeah.
If it's like hard plastic that's shiny, but it's black, you can turn it and still catch a glare off of it. It'll pick it up.
Yeah,
100%.
but if you do it on a matte surface that's uneven, but very, very black.
And one of the techniques for this particular scanner too is to as you scan, you tweak the brightness.
It reflects some light.
Yes. Have you seen a Samoyed? Fur is very reflective.
Yeah, well, Samoyeds are... Excuse me.
It does not like fur. I'll put it that way.
It probably won't miss the detail in the fur, maybe. But anything that has got color is not is reflected light off an object.
Samoyed fur actually has a silver sheen to it.
Yeah. So yeah, anything that reflects light, like anything you can see color except black. Black absorbs all wavelengths of light. Well, the vast majority of them, right? Whereas anything lighter than that reflects.
Unless we're talking pigment.
I mean,
then you can get black enough pigment that won't emit any light, right?
Well, black pigment is all the colors.
No. Black pigment is the absence of all the colors.
No, if you're making black pigment from stuff, it's a combination of all the colors.
Really?
Yeah.
CYMK.
But that would normally make white.
Yeah,
No.
In
light.
light. When you're talking about light, when you're talking about light frequencies, you are correct. When you're talking about pigment, that's a whole different thing.
Light
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
That's why. Okay. Yeah, I just have to think it out in my head.
M-O-U-S-E, Mickey Mouse.
I have to do this to you while you're sick because it's fun to make you question yourself.
And it's fun. You're going to make me giggle, and I giggle, I cough, and you're just going to have fun making me sick and cough more, right?
Oh, so it's giggles and shits.
No, I said cough.
Like those brownies, huh?
It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
Well, no, I'm only coughing, so yeah, it's not the other way.
Yet.
Oh, so Akuma Mod is looking for someone to snuggle up to.
Well, you know what? King beds are about the only one I fit on.
That's funny. Matt, we need to tell your wife what you're saying here.
That is a very good question, Zach. What is the file that this exports out?
So it's got its own file for raw scan, which is what I'm working with right now.
What format is that?
It's like a EXIR or something.
Okay.
But I can output all of the standard stuff.
That's funny. We're talking about Zolan.
The best format for just like looking at the scans, I think, is OBJ with the material file.
So then you could import it into something like into Fusion or on Shape or whatever, and then do whatever you want with it.
Right, and you can print from an OBJ as well. But with the MTL file, you get all of this gorgeous data with it.
Yeah, because when you want to convert it to an
STL
or an OBJ,
oh no, his ear is doubled.
Yeah, you lose it when you go OBJ.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Oh my! I have not even heard about 3ds Max since like early 2000s. Wow.
Do you have anything with your cat?
But like, look at how good it captures the.
MM is cool. That is actually a silicone toy. Take that how you want.
Tattooed silicone.
You're evil, Zolan.
Before you guys log in, let's see. Free W67, he had a butt whistle on there a minute ago.
I love the
tattoo on the eye.
Mike Tyson.
Yep.
So Mike got the idea.
So
yeah, man,
who took the Sharpie to a mangy cat?
No, this is silicone. This is like actual real tattoo artwork. Like not done with a pen. This was done with a tattoo gun.
Okay, so you scanned this at your house or where?
No, I scanned this at the tattoo convention.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't get to that part, did I? I basically set up 2 3D printers and hung out at a tattoo convention all weekend.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Made friends with guys at a tattoo shop when I said I could 3D scan their raccoon.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a hell of a scan job.
That's one hell of a statement.
I've never seen a scan that well before.
Oh man, that's one hell of a statement. Hey guys, I can 3D scan your tattoo or your raccoon. That can be taken so many different ways.
So I was walking around with my 7-foot 3D printed snake, and they begged.
Without the dragon, I want to see the tattoo.
Do they want to see my leg? Or have you not gotten there yet?
No, I showed them the raccoon. Lacey got the raccoon tattooed on her.
Show them here.
Hold on. I'm just going to show them a picture.
Oh, you have a picture?
No, I am not code for something.
Well, ask Zach. He'd know.
No, it is an actual, real taxidermied raccoon. If you weren't paying attention, I showed it a minute ago. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me close out of this.
So does it require internet?
The initial setup it needs internet, but then it doesn't after.
Okay.
You basically the license for the software is stored on the device. So when you install the software, you connect the device. It connects to the internet to verify your device's serial number to give you the license for the software. So and then after that, it's saved on there. Okay, raccoon.
He is sometimes. He's not a raccoon. He's a trash panda. There's a difference. When you hear him trash talking, you understand the reason why.
Hey, I'm on about 150 milligrams of edibles, OxyContin.
Send something my way. I'm sick.
A bunch of whiskey. It's the only reason I'm not sitting here screaming.
Let's see if
my temp is report on, but it'll keep you awake all night.
I'm checking if my temp went up in the last hour.
Hold on. I'm working on getting the images. Hold on.
That's what she said.
Downloads.
Oh, it's gone up. 101.5.
Hey, Mrs. Zach, how you doing?
An hour.
Somebody sick?
Me, I had
Yeah.
You got the Rona?
Yeah. Human
Sorry.
malware.
Feel better.
I'm okay. It just feels like the flu, aches.
No, Free. My back is really, really bad right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm a little worried about trying to stand up to walk into the house. My cane's here somewhere.
You ever wear a back brace, Solon?
When I was a kid, actually, I had to wear a back brace quite a bit, and it didn't really help.
Okay.
Oh, I know what Zolan is.
It's a red bandit.
Zolan is Forrest Gump.
So there's the real actual taxidermy raccoon that the scan is from.
It's like a really big rat. Wow.
Isn't he cute?
Tastes good too.
And then look, that's what Lacey got as a tattoo.
Oh wow.
Nice.
See, to me, that's I don't mind them in my backyard as long as they stay in my backyard. We get a lot of them around in the area. We get a lot of possums as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what was it? 7 herniated discs, 3 remodeled compression fractures, narrowing of the spinal column, degenerative bone disease, extreme scoliosis, top and bottom. Yeah. My back sucks.
Guys, if we had a dog that had so many problems like Zolan does, we'd have put him down by now.
God, I wish. I'll even give you the bullet.
Yeah, the mom would have eaten the puppy by now. I hear him right.
Oh, and that's not including the torn rotator cuff from when I fell a couple months ago.
Oh man. I'm telling you.
When were you get a free toaster oven?
Hell, yeah, you missed me trying to slice my thumb off last year.
We're not as bad as Tim, who's always getting cuts and dropping stuff and so on these streams.
Oh, I burnt myself 3 times today with the soldering iron.
So yeah, I feel like this.
By the way, kids, don't use a soldering iron when you're on drugs.
I feel like this scan right here, just the quality of the scan and how difficult it is to get that much fur in a 3D scan is all the selling you need on this particular scanner.
Now,
I'm
printing that
away.
3D printing that because of all the fur and so on, strands, would be a pain unless you do it in
I've already done it. Hold on.
You're going to Rocky Mountain Rep Rap? Zach?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. You're taking your scanner, yes?
Yes.
I have somebody who lives 45 minutes away with Samoyeds.
They got to sit perfectly still because if they move, it's over.
I'll find a paralytic agent.
That's funny though.
There you go. Okay, hold on.
Because Samoyeds are very high energy dogs.
Yes.
Are they worse than corgis?
About the same, actually.
Yeah, it sounds.
I would say they're worse. I'd say
like
they're
that,
worse.
but more fur.
No, corgis actually tend to be worse. Just because corgis tend to have more of an attitude.
Well, all small dogs have an attitude.
I can freeze my dogs for 5 seconds with a bone, and then that's it. They'll start running around barking. Yeah.
You shouldn't be putting your dogs in a freezer.
Yeah.
But all small dogs have attitude. You ever see a small dog? They always.
It wasn't until we got Sparks that I realized why people put puppies in dumpsters. Okay. Like Sparks was rough the first couple of months. I realized why people throw puppies in dumpsters with
and Sparks. I've got 10 puppies inside the house right now.
Yeah, kill me now.
So this was about this big, not huge.
That's what she said.
And
so what the difference is in about 8 or 9 weeks, or actually some of them even next week, I believe, are going to different homes. So they're leaving.
Yep. I'm going to be driving all over the country starting in a couple weeks. This weekend, we're going to Kansas City to do the evaluations with a bunch of other people to find out who's a show dog and who's not.
Hey, guys, why can't I download pictures off Instagram? If I see something I like, why can't I right-click and save it?
Because it's Instagram. I don't know.
They have they have a filter over the image, hiding the image from you, from the observer, unless you're the owner.
So I'd have to screenshot
it. If you can either snip screenshot it, or you can do a view source and hunt for the image that way.
Yeah, but you'll be better off doing the screenshot, like zoom in on it, and then do is capture the area, and then save that.
Well, on Instagram, that's just it. You can't zoom in. I've seen a lot of things I want to look at close up, and I can't do nothing with the photo.
Yeah.
Control Windows key S.
Yeah.
Or not Control. Shift Windows key S.
Yeah.
That is the built-in screen snipping tool for Windows.
Yeah.
Well, I just type in snip in the search bar and use it that way.
Yeah, that works. But that's a nice little scanner. How big is the file, the raw file of the point cloud?
An old brick. You need an antenna. It's an old brick phone, right?
It looks like the old ones, yeah. Actually, when those came out first, when those big old brick phones came out first, Nokia's and so on, I was at a train station in Germany, and there was a guy standing beside me on his phone, chatting on his phone. And it was one of those big old heavy brick phones, right? And he's chatting away on it, and right in the middle of chatting with him, it rang. While he was talking on the phone, it rang, which proves he was spoofing, because you can't do that with those phones, New phones, you can do both. You can have multiple lines. The old ones, you could only have one line, and that was it.
Pretended like he was talking.
Not quite true. I know of a briefcase phone that actually had 2 cell modems in it, but
they're rare, right? They're more common with a single line.
Yeah, this was actually a government device, so.
Well, then, yeah, you'd have a double SIM insert and so on in them, yeah.
SIM? They didn't have SIM cards then.
Well, you know what I mean. Double antennas and stuff in there for different frequencies.
Yep.
Yeah, I had one. I had one of those at one point. But then I moved to Singapore, and then in Singapore, they had all the latest and greatest gadgets rather than this old crappy stuff. The newest and best was out there, so we got the newest stuff.
Old school CDMA. Actually, no, I think this was before CDMA.
Well, there's still CDMA out there. There's still.
CDMA there is. Actually, some of us amateur radio operators are taking over CDMA and 3G. No idea.
Yeah, because everyone's moving off to 5G now.
You froze for a minute. You weren't talking, then you pop right back about 2 seconds later.
Yeah, you're good. So, we're going to wrap it up in 3 minutes, guys.
I'm already going because it is 3 o'clock here, almost 3 o'clock.
Well,
see you next time.
Hanging out with us. I haven't
Zach,
seen you in a while.
Zach.
Where are you streaming at, Zach? Where can people find you?
Friday night.
YouTube.
Friday.
Always YouTube. The Friday evening hangout, and on twitch.tv/Zachary's World.
And Thursday, I think you've been streaming video games on, or not video, Printer Talk on YouTube.
No, on Thursday.
What day is it?
Fridays.
Yeah,
that's
the
Fridays.
Hangouts Fridays.
It's Hangout.
No, it's just him, but yeah.
Well, no, you can join the Hangout if he knows you and he knows you're not going to misbehave on stream. You can message him on Twitch.
Oh, so the second qualifier. That's
Twitter,
why he's never invited me.
He'll add you in, yeah. So sometimes he does those mixed talks where he brings other people in, but you have to message him on Twitter.
Take care,
Westerly.
Take care, Westry.
I'm not saying anything incorrect there, Zach, am I? You brought me onto your Friday streams a few times.
Yeah. I'm not using a stream.
You are usually
not doing that anymore. Oh, you used to be.
Yeah, I used to do that, but
so that's gone now. Okay, well then that function, unless you use OBS Ninja to create a room, and then people can join OBS Ninja. You can bring them in.
Or Restream, or
but they're all paid.
Or Yahoo, YouTube now does have a party mode as well.
Take care, Sarah. Yeah. So, but OBS Ninja is free, and you create a room, and then people can join it. You can invite people to join it, and then he can bring that in through.
I can't do that. My internet can't do that.
Or StreamYard. Not StreamYard.
OBS.
OBS.
Okay.
GeoCities? Oh, come on. Let's go all the way back to Prodigy.
Wow.
But see you later, man.
Take care,
man. Thank you for joining. Have a good week. And I'll probably see you on Friday, maybe.
Okay.
ATDT.
Okay, bye.
Take care, Zach.
Bye. Ciao. Bye. But so we're going to wrap up in less than a minute. Anyone have any closing comments?
And ATZ and S1 and M3. Anyways.
Nobody have any closing comments? Anyone who's on Twitch, I will raid over. Let me see how many are on Twitch. Let me have a quick look. We have 7 viewers on Twitch. So anyone who's on Twitch, I will raid. Let's see who we raid. Let's see if who's out there.
Subsectors.
I'd like to go to somebody who's got a low count. Chris Pearl's got a lot of people. Subsectors got a lot of
Subsectors at 36.
Who's got less than that?
Boyd is at 76. You're at 9. No makers.
Yeah. So let's go over to Kenda then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go over to Kenda. We'll raid over to Kenda. So that's only for those who are on Twitch. We'll raid to Kenda, and everyone else, when the raid is done, I will kill the stream here. But before I do, thank you everybody for coming in and hanging out. It's always open to anybody as long as you behave on stream. Unlike Zoran, you're allowed to come on the stream and hang out with us. And everybody else, it's we just come in, have fun, talk about our projects, talk about what we're doing, complain about our printers not printing right, like the Bamboo Labs P1P, and I will hope you have a good rest of the week. Don't forget, Jerry is streaming on Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. Pacific. Yep. I will probably do a stream if I'm feeling better sometime over the weekend to continue my build of my Ori that I'm doing, the wooden Ori.
Saturday morning, I will be doing. Is it Saturday morning or Friday evening? Either Friday or Saturday, I will be doing a puppy eval stream.
Cool.
All right.
So have a good
hey, Sergio.
Guys. I'll see you out there, and thanks those who are on screen and those who came in during the evening. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you online.
Hope you get better, Liam. Everybody have a great night.
Take care, guys. Let me just do that raid, Jerry. Can you watch the raid over to Kenda?
I don't have Twitch up and running.
I have it up.
Okay, the subsector. I want to make sure it goes over. I've had issues with
it. Yeah, you can turn up your volume when you kill.
Astro Printer use /raid subsector 3D. Just saw the command.
5 viewers. I'm just waiting for 8 viewers. Okay. I'm just waiting for the button to be available. Okay. Raid now. Is it gone over?
Bye-bye. Yep. We moved.
Excellent. Okay. Take care, guys.
Later on. Later.
Ciao.
See ya.
We got her just as she was walking away.
That's good. Bye. Good night.
Take care, man.